Smell a spring. Who doggy? And I caught them red freaking handed. And I'm like, what are you doing? Now they're brand new neighbors come on. They're like, you can't do that. And I'm like, not my stuff, not my worry. You're having a stressful day, hang out with me. I'll put a smile on your face. And if you don't have heavy equipment, go for a ride with me. I got heavy equipment. Equipment therapy, brother. It's therapeutic. It's good for your soul. It's good for your soul. I caught him stealing my appliances, but I figured tit for tat. I had one of the old drain tiles on my property collapse and everything backed up, so we're in the process of repairing that. Look at that muck. Woo! Who doggy? Smell a spring. Haven't smelled mud in so long. Maybe pull a flip and pull. On that end. On that end. I'll push, you pull. What do you say? Is it full of mud?
Oh yeah, this whole end's just plumb full.
They're about the same size?
Yeah. I don't know. This one's perforated.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's probably why it filled up with silt so much.
Yeah, well, obviously, if it would be perforated and then they buried it without a cover over the top of it.
Right. Like if you're going to have perforated, at least wrap it in a silk.
Do we got any fabric?
I don't think so.
Son of a duck.
This one ain't perforated though.
I know, but we're going to reuse this pipe.
We should have some of the stuff that we use for your fencing and stuff.
Yeah, that's all we need is anything.
I think we got some of that stuff.
Dig in a ditch won't make you rich. But it will give you lots of joy. What? Equipment therapy, brother. Equipment therapy. It's called equipment therapy. Running equipment. It's therapeutic. It's good for your soul. It's good for your soul. It actually is. You got a stressful day, you got a mini excavator, your stress goes away. Who needs therapy when you got heavy equipment? You don't. You don't need therapy when you have it. And if you don't have heavy equipment, go for a ride with me. I got heavy equipment. You're having a stressful day, hang out with me. I'll put a smile on your face.
Alright, so I'm gonna cut this pipe here, or cut a chunk out of it, put all the broken stuff out so we can still use the rest of this. So I'm gonna cut that with the Sawzall here, and then throw away that rest of that, and then we'll use the rest of this over there. This cat.
Have to clean this out any more times than I need to. Yeah, once this dirt dries though, what I'll do is I'll come in and with a green bar and just get it out. Right now it's not even workable. It's not as bad as Loon SHIT. That's an actual technical term we use for a type of soil that is just nasty. It's just pure nass. And you can't do anything with it. It looks a lot like the top of that. It's all that. Loon poo, we'll just call it loon poo. Loon poo, that's not what we technically call it. We call it the other word. But we'll call it loon poo for the kids' sake, because I like the kids to be able to enjoy the channel and not have the parents worry about bad words being said, because I'm not a believer in saying bad words. And I know kids like to watch, learn, and grow, so I try to make these channels as user-friendly as I possibly can. Make sure everybody has a good, safe place. Because I got 4 kids, and I've got 4 grandkids. I'm popping them out left and right. Yep, 4 kids and 4 grandkids. One of the things I didn't do with my own kids was force decisions on them. Maybe I should have. You know, parents' hindsight, you always think, oh, maybe I should have done this. Never forced them to do anything. I was forced to do this. And I always thought, oh, when I grow up, I'm never going to force my kids to do this and force my kids to do that, and I probably should have. Probably should have forced them to do more things. I don't care. Kids need a sense of direction, firm love. Firm love. You don't need to be beaten over the head, they just need someone to tell them right from wrong and to make them apply themselves, right? Because very, very few kids will apply themselves to their utmost potential without a sense of direction. That's the wisdom I've gained after raising my oldest is 32. Then I got a 25-year-old. I got a 21. I think she's 21. I don't know how old she is. 20, 21. And then, yeah, I think she's 20. And then, my youngest, my baby boy, is 18. So I can legally kick his butt out. Is that what me? Take out my swear words, Daddy! about a foot exposed on each end.
Alright, so like, I brought here then. Put some on this side now, Stan, before you blow it this way.
When I was 20, I bought my first house. When I was 21, on my birthday, 1 year from the day, I sold that house for double the money. Double the money. And that's when I realized you can make a lot of money in real estate. So what the heck am I doing running heavy equipment, right? I did both for a long time. My houses, I would fix them up, and then I would flip them. I'd rent them and sell them. And then I'd do that in the evenings and weekends. And during the day, I bought a dump truck and I would drive a dump truck. I was one tired puppy, but that's what happens when you're motivated. You got right? But I was one tired puppy for a long time. I would go to bed at 4 a.m. every morning and stop working on the house at 3 a.m. Because that's what time the 18 came out. It was 3 a.m. And that was my break. I would sit down and I'd watch the 18 as I laid in bed. And then I'd go to sleep 4 to 5:30. I'd get up at 5:30. I'd fire up the dump truck. I'd drive dump truck all day long, and when I didn't have to repair that old son of a dump truck, I'd repair it. That's how I got started. I did that for years. I think by the time I was 24, I had 7 houses. If you want to move the Jeep, you move the Jeep, get the bucket on the skid loader or the mini loader, whatever you want to use. We're just going to level this dirt straight out. Around the time I was like 25, 26, I actually bought my mom and dad their dream home. I didn't buy it for myself, I didn't need it. My mom and dad were older. They were really poor growing up. Like, really poor. So I bought them their dream home. 8 acres of land. It had 2 ponds. It was out in the country. It was a really nice piece of property. But it was mine. So even though I bought it for them, I bought it and then I fixed it up. I still considered it an investment. I still considered it my property, my own investment. I just didn't do it. My mom and dad didn't do it, and they kept them there. But until there was no more keeping them there. That was their permanent home. And then when my mom and dad passed away, and I sold them. Or double the money. I didn't make as much money on that property. I put a renter in. They put renters in. They put renters in. They're horrible people. I mean, they weren't horrible people, but, you know, renters tend to do horrible things because it's not their properties. And they did. I had one set of renters had a horse, and they didn't keep the horse locked up. You know what that horse happened to that horse? That horse went out on the road and got hit by a car. It's like, oh my gosh. No more renters with horses. Not doing that one again. Live and learn, right? We're just digging a ditch. And then my next set of renters in that same house freaking destroyed it. They weren't my worst renters. So I bought a lot of homes and I would fix them up and flip them. But what I would do is I would rent them out for a couple years, because then I would take that appreciation as property values were rising. I could make even more money by just holding them short term and then selling them. But I found out just how bad renters could be. And my next set of renters, I caught red-handed stealing from me. My worst renters, I caught stealing from a house I bought in St. Paul. What happened was they were moving out. Oh, this is a good story. So, they've been pretty decent folk, not great. And the last few months, you know, renters always do this. The last few months while they lived there, they didn't pay their rent, right? So, I found out they bought their own house, and I knew they were gonna walk out on it. The writing was on the wall without paying their rent, which you know what have you. By that point, I'd given up caring about a couple months worth of rent here or there, and I should care, but I didn't care. Yeah, they've been good, but I got this bad feeling about them. Okay. So, I says to him, I says, now I know you guys just bought your own house. I said, I need your new address so I can forward you your rental credit information, which is a real thing. So I wasn't lying to him. And what that does, I said, that gives you all of the rent you paid is tax deductible or something like that. I can't remember how I phrased it, but it was an actual real thing. So wherever your new home is, give me your address, and I will make sure that you get that rental credit, because that will help you. Because it would. It really would. It wasn't lying in any way, shape, or form. And then they gave me their new address, and I confirmed it was their new house. And I said, okay, now I know you guys are moving out. Make sure you clean up all of your stuff. Now, they already owed me 3 months rent. Make sure you clean up all of your stuff, because, you know, I can't deduct damage deposit because they already owed me 3 months rent. Well, not only did they leave behind all of their junk on the day they were moving out, I happened to stop by, and they were pulling the appliances out of my house to take with them to put in their house. And I caught them red freaking handed. And I'm like, what are you doing? What the heck are you doing? They're like, oh, the energy company came by and said these appliances needed to be removed, and made up a complete lie. You know, I mean, I caught him red-handed. And I says, no. You just put those back, and make sure you get the rest of your stuff, and I'll come back in the end of the evening to make sure you clean up all of your stuff. The end of the evening came, and do you think they cleaned up any of their stuff? Not a lick of it. So you know what I did? I cleaned up their stuff. They were done, they were gone, moved out, they left all of their garbage behind. I caught them stealing my appliances, but I figured tit for tat. I loaded up all of their garbage into a trailer, drove it over to their new home, and proceeded to back the trailer up into their lawn and physically threw their garbage out into their lawn. Now, their brand new neighbors are coming out, they're like, you can't do that. And I'm like, not my stuff, not my worry. The people's stuff that this is live right there in that house. They just bought it. They're your new neighbors. This is their garbage. Here you go. Talk to them as I'm throwing their I mean, it was a full trailer full of garbage that they left behind. Yep.
So they saved up a ton of money by not paying their rent, then saved a lot of money by not throwing out their garbage and filling my house full of their garbage, and proceeded to move out into their brand new home that they bought. What I did was just simply took all of their stuff and re-delivered it to them because I'm a nice guy. I can't make stories like that up, but that was just one of my really bad renters. I've got more rental stories. So if you want to hear them, let me know in the comments down below, but it's your turn. If you know a story, put it in the comments down below. I want to hear your story now.
Well, guys, that's the ride along for the day. Now, if you've ever had property or renters, I gotta hear your stories. Because the rental stories are some of the best. So make sure you read the comments down below, because I lay it on us, guys. Let's hear the stories. Bring it on. Bring it on. But that's it for this one. God bless. Hope you enjoyed the ride along. We just dug some mud, dug a trench. I got more digging to do, but I'll be here for a long time digging. You got better things to do than watch me sit and dig. I mean, it is kind of fun, though. I mean, it's therapy. But that's it for this one. God bless. Go get 'em. See you on another one.